Welcome back. We're in Los Angeles. See the sun, see the stars.
Purple and gold.
Psych! Now,
Red and blue.
we were at the Clippers. Hey, Billy Crystal's sitting right here. You see him?
Biggest Clipper fan it is.
The lady from Laverne and Shirley, she's sitting right here. I can't think of her name. But the Clippers made a lot of transactions, or a lot of moves this past offseason. Starting out with J.J. Redick, bringing him aboard, Jared Dudley, Darren Collison, Byron Mullins. Not a fan. That's why I had a hard time saying his name, and he's not Italian. Antoine Jameson, and Doc Rivers is their head coach. They lost Eric Bledsoe, Caron Butler, Chauncey Billups, Grant Hill, the new host of NBA Inside Stuff. With, what's the girl from the morning show?
Christian Ledlow.
Ledlow. Ronnie Turioff, and Lamar Odom.
Grant.
He's in the car on New Jack City. He'll get out.
Yeah, I'm there, Frank Lucas.
And they drafted Reggie Bullock with the 25th pick. I forgot what school he went to.
North Carolina.
Okay. I like a lot of these guys, but I don't think this is the end all to be all. I think if Blake Griffin was more established as far as his game go, these moves would be perfect. But while he's still growing his game, I don't think these are great moves. They're good moves, not great moves.
I can concur. Good moves, not great moves.
Ditto.
I just like Doc Rose.
Like he's playing for the Hawks. Yeah. Well, let's take a look at the rotation. I think we all like Doc.
Yeah.
I sound like Doc Rivers right now. I don't usually talk like this. You got DeAndre Jordan. Hey, Brian Knight's looking for you. What's his name?
Running back.
Yeah, that too. You got DeAndre Jordan. Blake Griffin starting at power forward. Jared Dudley, part of the Dudley boys, starting at small forward. And J.J. Redick is the starting shooting guard along with Chris Paul. Reserves are Jamal Crawford, Byron Mullins, Reggie Bullock, Matt Barnes, and Darren Collison. I just think this team is good enough to maybe to get to the second round as a complete rotation. And that's it. It all hinges upon Blake Griffin growing his game. If he does not have a jump hook or a high percentage shot that he can just make people say, God, how do I stop that? And, they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
They got to see any post defenders on this team outside of DeAndre Jordan. And
even him.
DeAndre Jordan's not that good. He's just athletically block shots. They can't defend the post, and then you go and sign Byron Mullins, who wants nothing to do with the post.
He don't even know what it looked like.
No defense whatsoever. All around.
Well, see, this is the problem with this team.
No
People were
defense.
talking about this is a good collection of players. J.J. Redick is a great defender. No, he's a solid defender. When you look at Jared Dudley, he does everything decent.
Yeah.
Blake Griffin, work in progress. DeAndre Jordan, work in progress. And at some point in time, they're going to have to make a choice about those two.
Well, I just don't understand what's up with these teams when get all these shooters don't want to play defense no more. Now, don't get me wrong. I know y'all really ain't playing defense like you're supposed to play defense, but I mean, come
I
on.
get it that and one tournament. That's all I can think of.
I like Jared Dudley, though.
I do too. He's just like Iguodala. It's like a that's all.
Yeah, true.
I can do a little bit of everything, but nothing really great.
All right. Player of interest.
It's actually Jared Dudley. They need someone to defend the perimeter, and outside of Matt Barnes, and it's Jared Dudley. And he's, in my opinion, outside of Chris Paul, he's the best perimeter defender on this team. And it's going to be up to him not to just defend, but to keep that three-point shot going. His perimeter play is key for this team.
I might say Darren Collison. If he can score and play decent defense off the bench, I think he'll keep them in the game while Paul taking a break.
Mine is Doc Rivers. You made a lot of promises about what you gonna do, especially with what his name, Jordan. You made a lot of promises. It's on you at this point.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's hard.
Hit a free throw.
Only because I like you a lot. Blake Griffin, you have got to bring more to the table. I see you working on your 18-footer. I see you working on it. But you got to, instead of working on it, it has to be there. You're at the point of time in your career where it has to be there. You gotta get it together. This team rides on you.
True.
Final thoughts on the Los Angeles Clippers.
I think because of Doc Rivers, they able to hold it together somehow. Without defensive presence or not, I think Doc Rivers finds a way to hold it together because of his championship pedigree.
Doc Rivers is the best head coach in the NBA.
Ooh.
Yep. I need you to show it.
I don't think y'all getting out the first round.
Everybody got their own opinion.
Don't say the T.I. line. Tell him I said that.
Oh, you know the name, Rashad Davis. I said that.
I do think Doc Rivers has a task on his hand. We'll see what happens. This team winning and losing is all on great Blake Griffin and Doc Rivers. Chris Paul can only do so much. He's a point guard, and he's a very small point guard. This team wins and losses goes on late. We're done. We out of La La Land for good. Want to come back? I like Billy Crystal. He got money. He put us in the front row. See. Anyway, now we head to the top 5. We going to the football is heavy. But this basketball thing is coming along pretty good, so stay tuned. We'll be right back.